Hey y'all, welcome back to the Chatty Ree Show. I'm back to give you guys your season 5, episode 8, Wicked of the Have and the Have-Nots. I know I've been missing for the past 2 weeks. I was on vacation 1 week. Then last week I was just trying to get back into the flow of things. So it's been a little crazy. But I'm back. I'm here to give you guys your review. So we're just going to jump straight into it. So it started off where we left off last week. When David and, what's his name? David and, what's the girl name? Melissa bust up in Veronica's room. And you got Veronica and Benny having sex basically in the bed. And Veronica just didn't give a fuck. She said he want to be busting up in here without permission, without letting me know he coming first. Let him see it. So Benny trying to tell her to like, stop. Like, we gotta stop. She like, no, keep fucking me. Like, he shouldn't have bust up in here. So basically, they stop having sex. Benny goes downstairs, and then him and David start threatening each other back and forth. They're talking about what they can do to each other. Didn't I already beat your ass? And he telling him, well, I got dirt on you. So they basically just throwing insults back and forth at each other. So then eventually, Benny leaves out the house, and then next thing you know, Melissa's standing on the steps. And Veronica comes down and basically tells them, like, y'all not about to fuck up my nice house. Take that shit out of here. And that's it. So Benny leaves and they try to talk, Veronica and David. And Melissa's standing there like, I ain't going no fucking where. Like, I'm listening to this conversation. So she goes over to her and slap her. And then Melissa tells her, bitch, you put your hands on me one more time and I got something for your ass. Melissa is just like off her rocker, y'all. Like, she's checked out. She's this whole different person and she's just over it. So then we get the conversation with David and Veronica. Basically, David's letting her know, like, if you don't get Jeffrey out of jail, I'm gonna turn you in. This is all the dirt that I have on you from all the years that we've been married. So she basically let him know, like, you not the only motherfucker with dirt. I got dirt too. So if you go and put this dirt out, I'm gonna go put this dirt out, and we both going down. So the whole family gonna be the fucking jail. So it really don't matter. So they're going back and forth. She basically let him know, like, you tried to have me killed. One of y'all tried to have me killed, still not knowing that it was Justin that actually tried to have her killed and not none of her circle of people who she would think would try to have her killed. So she basically saying that she's out for revenge on everybody who tried to run her off the road and kill her. So next thing you know, you get Detective, what's the name? Hold up, y'all. Yeah, you get Detective George. He's saying that he got information that can put the criers away, but he doesn't want to tell what the information is yet. So Sarah's asking, like, what the fuck is the information? Just tell me. And he's basically like, no, not yet. Like, I'll let you know when. Just come with me. So next thing you know, we get Hanna and the maid, and they're talking. And this maid is basically just bashing Katherine, calling her bitches, saying how she all kinds of white bitches and how they got more drama than black people, and saying how she snapped on her and she's sick of her. And Hanna just sitting there taking it in like, oh, really? Like, clutching her pearls like, well, keep talking, girl. And then she started telling the other white people business, white family she worked for business. Then she started going through Katherine's stuff and saying how she could steal a pair of her pearls and sell them and be good, like, going in. And Hanna was like, I'll be right back. So you see Hanna walked out the room, and then like 2 seconds later she walked back in the room and grabbed her purse because the girl is basically a thief. So she was like, yeah, bitch, you won't be stealing out my purse. So she goes downstairs and basically tells Katherine, like, look, she not gonna work here, fire her immediately. So Katherine's like, oh, but I know I didn't do my deep screening on her, but I felt like she would be a good fit. What happened? What's wrong? Da-da-da-da. And next thing you know, the maid overheard the conversation and she came downstairs and just snapped like, bitch, I know you ain't come down here telling what I told you upstairs. And she was like, you give black woman a bad name and you ain't a sister like I thought you was. And just going on and on. So Katherine was like, get the fuck out of my house. You're fired. So she was like, bitch, I'll leave, but you better have my money in 2 weeks or I'm going to come back and burn this fucking house down. So, so the lady leaves and then it jumps to a scene with Veronica and Candace on the phone talking. Basically, they talking about the plan that they got towards David. The conversation comes up with Veronica needing to get Jeffrey out of jail, but she's telling Candace, bitch, mind your business. I'm not getting him out of jail. You focus on what I'm talking to you for, which is David, and don't worry about my son. He want to be in jail, that's on him. So Candace hit her with the look. Everybody's gay. Like, people are gay. It is what it is. And Veronica goes, I don't give a fuck about no LGBTQVS, however many letters they added to the shit. And I thought that was a little bit funny too. But it was cool how Tyler Perry wrote it where Candace defended the gay community and came back and was like, these people have fought for their rights of freedom to love and this and that, and you need to show them a little bit more respect. So I thought it was cool that Tyler Perry wrote it off like that. So next thing you know, she tells her, like, look, you need to have Erica stop searching because David is very curious. Like, he'll sniff her out. He'll use a black light to see where she's been looking at in the house. He'll leave up stuff purposely just to see if she'll touch it or go in it behind him. So tell her to stop searching. So next thing you know, Candace calls Erica with the new plan. Like, look, bitch, I don't want you searching for nothing. Forget about the $100,000. You just wait until you hear word from me. You're in. Don't ruin this. Just keep doing what you've been doing. So next thing you know, the dude, I call him Rico because he looked Rico Suave-ish, who work at the hotel, walks up to Candace like, where you been? And then she was like, you didn't hear about the situation? And he like, no, what situation? And then she just like shrugged it off and was like, well, how is she doing? You know, Candace new bottom bitch, she was talking about her, like, how is she doing? She was like, she's been doing good. And Candace was like, have she been paying the house fee? And he was like, yeah, she has. And she was like, well, tell her to come see me when she's done. And she was like, well, I hear she got a very important client. She said, yeah, tell her to come see me when she's done. So after that, you get Oscar and Jim. So Oscar goes over to Jim's hotel room to let him know that he finally got Wyatt's credit card information, account information. He just needs to get the passwords and he got his phones tapped. And next thing you know, Jim is looking at him like, okay, you gave me the information, get the fuck out of my room. So Oscar was like, well, damn, is you waiting for somebody? And he was like, yeah, now leave. So as Oscar's leaving, the girl, the new hooker, the bottom bitch, Candace bottom bitch, comes walking in the hotel room and basically tells David she's charging him $5,000 to fuck. And David was like, $5,000? No, I'll pay you $1,000. And she was like, well, by the time you get this pussy, you'll been paid. Trust me, you want to give me my $5,000. And then they start kissing and getting into all that stuff. So next thing you know, you got Detective George and Sarah going to Wyatt's house. Basically, what happened in this scene was they coerced Wyatt to lie and say he's seen his mom and dad with a gun. But Wyatt's never seen his mom and dad with a gun before. But they coerced him to say that so that way they could use it as a testimony in court to testify against to put them in jail. So at first he was like, no, I never seen them. And then George kept saying, I need you to think about it, like making his face. And then that's when he was like, well, wait. Yeah, I think I did see him once. So he's like, all right, great. We got what we need. I'm out. So as they get in the elevator, Sarah was like, you tricked him into saying that. This is a lie. He's never seen his parents with no gun. And so he was like, look, they killed one of our people, meaning cops. And this is how it goes. This is how the game goes. And I have you here with me to learn how it goes. So what are you going to do? Go run off and snitch or go tell somebody? And then she just get real quiet and start chilling or whatever. And then she just goes along with it and they get on the elevator and go down the elevator. So next thing you know, Justin is asking the black cop questions about Veronica, but he basically lets her know, like, look, Veronica's fine. She survived. I'm doing the detective work. He was like, well, does she know who did it? He said, no, all she knows is it was a black truck. And he was like, oh, okay. So then he goes into Jeffrey, tries to get Jeffrey out the cell, but Jeffrey's sick of Justin's shit. So Jeffrey's like, fuck no, I'm not coming out the cell with you. Fuck you. If you want to do something, do it, but I'm not coming out of here with you. So next thing you know, the black cop walks up and was like, is he giving you a hard time? And at this point, Justin couldn't draw because it would expose him that he's gay to his other cops. Because the cop asked him, like, well, where are you taking him? Did he have to go somewhere? And he was like, no, what? I just got a text. Don't worry about it. And then he was like, you sure? Because I'll get him out. And he was like, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So finally, after that scene, Justin's wife pops up on the scene. She pops up. They go talk, crying. Oh, why didn't you tell me you were gay? I saw you with that man. You could have told me privately. And now why did I have to find out in open court? Justin's still denying he's not gay. He's saying, I don't know what it is, but I'm not gay. I can't tell you what it is, but I'm not gay. I just slept with a man, but I'm not gay. He's still in denial about being gay. And that's why Jeffrey don't want to fuck with him, aside from him being a married man. So next thing you know, Katherine and Hanna are talking. Katherine's still begging Hanna for her to come back and work for her. But Katherine's saying, look, I'm done with the housekeeping thing. I think I'm going to go back to school, get a certification or a degree in the nursing field. I'm done. So Hanna's like, look, how about this? I double your salary. You can go to school. And I give you 2 assistants to work up under you. I just want you to come back to work. So Hanna was like, I'll think about it. So the last scene we get, Sarah and George shows up to Katherine house. And they pressing the shit out of her, basically. They let her know that they're onto her. They know that her and Jim had something to do with Jennifer Salas. And then they bought up. Remember, I don't remember if it was last season or the season before, y'all. But remember, they said that Amanda didn't kill herself. Somebody killed her. Because of the way the blood splattered on the wall, it was no way that she committed suicide. Somebody murdered her, and they were digging into her case to see who murdered her. So they start pressing her, and basically Katherine started getting a little fidgety, and she was like, the next time you guys will talk to me, it'll be with a lawyer. And she was like, well, who's your lawyer? She said, bitch, I'll send you a list of them, and you could pick which one. Y'all know she rich and probably got a fucking 1,000,001 lawyers. Katherine's not going to go to jail for this. Jim might go down, but Katherine's not going to go down. Basically, that was the haves and the have-nots. Really good episode. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. Again, this was a slow season for me. It's still a slow season. I wish it pick up. But, yeah. I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Chatty Reese. Peace.